I didn't remember if I updated the trailer. If you're watching on Twitch, you got an intro twice. Welcome to Eviliv3, live media commentary show that answers the question, can you become a werewolf by having sex with one? Subscribe if you're new to the channel, because today we are reacting to the official trailer to Werwulf. Their wolf. Their castle. Sorry, I got to do it every single time. All right, this is directed by Robert Eggers. Of course, we know him from The Witch and Lighthouse and Northman and, oh geez, what was his most recent one that was dope as hell? Nosferatu. So all sorts of really, really, really good films. And now he's tackling werewolves. Fuck yeah, I cannot wait. Now, this is very stylized, so let's take a look at the trailer and we're going to talk a little bit more about it, about Werwulf. All right, here we go. Pretty grainy.
Child of God. Come.
Very stylized.
Do not dread the darkness. Embrace it.
So he's old now.
I heard of a raving beast that ravished his country.
Keep my husband safe from his cursedness.
Thy soul is cursed. Thy kin accursed. Thy world is cursed.
Yes, please. I can't think of a better way of celebrating Christmas than, with that. That looks dope as hell. Oh my gosh! Hold on, I want to look at some of that again. Let's go back, because the imagery is just so evocative. So it looks like he goes to, like, I'm gonna make this full screen on my computer. It looks like he's going to this like cult as a child, and that's where he's turned into a sort of werewolf. I wonder if they're going to be changing the mythology up a little bit, because, you know, we all know the original Wolfman. He was bit by a werewolf, and that's how he became a werewolf. But this is presenting something slightly different. At least, again, it may still be the same shtick, but it's presenting something slightly different. And I don't remember, of course, I haven't looked through every freaking mythology of every different culture, but I don't remember there being a mythology of them using the crucifix to turn into a wolf, you know? So it's definitely going to spend a lot of time with him as a kid. This is clearly some sort of like old Christian religion. You got to remember, like, but this is clearly after Christ died, or else there wouldn't be a cross. So it's, you know, what, within the 300 AD, maybe further forward than that. But like right here, he's clearly being like forced to kiss the cross. And they're like putting this wolf skin on him. I can't seem to back up to that point. And there's like dancing around, iconography of wearing masks. I wonder what the mythology, if it's going to be like a whole new story. This really excites me. Oh my gosh, this is connecting directly into The Witch and the very last scenes in the film The Witch, where they were literally flying on brooms. Oh, it's in the 13th century. Thank you, John. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Good to see you again. It's been so long. Like this imagery right here is just, I love flying witches, especially when you add in the visual aesthetic that he's operating with right now, that he's sort of cultivated, like an old painting. It's so good. And the flames, the way he's working with light and shadow is great. So I wonder if this is burning his old body in order to make way for the new, like they're creating him into the werewolf. So we go and get a vision of him as a kid. Now we're back with him as an adult, with a family, of course. So I wonder if he's been dealing with being the werewolf the whole time, or if it's just something that he's going to, like, you know, now that he's older, it sort of kicks in, like that ritual kicks in, or maybe he was always a werewolf, and when he was a kid, they suppressed it through that ritual. Is that Rose Depp, Lily Rose Depp with the fish lip there? And of course, who doesn't love this guy? Yeah, the choices they made with not only the aspect ratio, but the sepia tone sort of and black and white view of it. It's not pure black and white, it's just super desaturated. It's all really, really interesting. This scene right here is very evocative of Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ. Brutal, gritty, visceral, carnal, you know? It'd be so terrifying to find out your dad's a fucking werewolf. He's gonna come and eat your face. I'll eat your face. But I'll talk about a great image right there. I mean, shit. And I heard a story that Eggers went around, and if he saw a strange-looking human, he would ask them if they wanted to be in his movie. And so we end up with a collection of people with just slightly odd features, or very odd features, intentionally, because he looked for them. And I do like that. This is great. Oh my gosh, you give me I want to be in his place right here, right now. Gotta tell my wife, we gotta do some role playing. I mean, that's great. Look at the pain. My husband's a werewolf. And then this must be at the beginning of his transformation. And then he goes full wolf. Here's the thing. I love werewolves. I love werewolves way more than I like vampires. I've been in situations where I've sort of let the beast take over. I've exercised my beast, if you know what I mean. And so I dig that aesthetic. I dig the vibe of it a lot. It's not for everyone, but werewolf designs are hit and miss. You know, you either come out looking like American Werewolf in London was a great transformation, but I didn't really like the look of the finished werewolf. Dog Soldiers is great, but again, they end up being like big monsters. And so I kind of like those views, but I also sort of like the, what I don't like really is the Cycle of the Werewolf, Silver Bullet, the film Silver Bullet version of werewolf. I just didn't think that landed as well for me. And I certainly don't like the Wolfman version. I mean, I've got it on my phone here. The Wolfman version of, well, you can't really see, but it's sort of, you know, it's of its time and you love it for of its time. But, oh, Dog Soldiers is dope as hell as a film. Just so good. But it's sort of the standard, you know? But, you know, you get stuff like The Howling, and you get some really good werewolf designs there. And so you have to land the werewolf. And again, is it going to be like full human to full werewolf? Is there going to be an in-between to like a hybrid form? Is he ever going to go to full wolf? So like there's that old tabletop role-playing game called Werewolf the Apocalypse. Played it for a while back in like the early 90s. No, late 90s, I think. Well, it had to be early 90s because I went in the military in 97 and I was playing it before that. So mid 90s. Anyway, it had like different forms that you could go into. So it wasn't just human to werewolf. You could go full like wolf and sort of hybrids in between and stuff. It would be kind of cool. And that does look like full wolf to me. So maybe it is going fully, you know what I mean? I don't know. You're honestly almost sure the wolf in this movie won't be full wolf at all. I mean, maybe this is the wolf that like turns him or something. I don't know. Or it's just a promotional shot. It doesn't need to be in the film, In any case, it's important to nail the look of a werewolf because we get a lot of films that could be good, but the werewolf looks goofy, and so it just doesn't land. And, someone like Eggers, he's going to spend the time to make it look awesome, gritty, and real, but probably using practical effects the whole time. And I really look forward to that type of storytelling. There's nothing better than practical effects, using your camera to really capture a scene, and everything else is just in service to that. And the soundtrack is going to be dope, playing underneath, playing underneath it. It's going to be awesome. Oh, this is a fan poster? Well, that sucks because I thought that was the film poster. That sucks. Well, what are you going to do? The movie's not out yet. We got till December. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick reaction to that. So the log line of this is in medieval Britain. Okay, so yeah, 13th century. A mysterious creature stalks the foggy countryside, transforming local folklore into terrifying reality as villagers face an ancient supernatural threat. Mm-hmm. All right, so the cinematography is done by Jaron Blaschke. I guess they've done all the stuff with Robert Eggers' films before. It was directed by Eggers, written by Eggers and Sjoen, edited by Louise Ford, and the music is by Robin Carolyn. This is going to be good. This is going to be one of those, like Nosferatu, like Witch, where it just redefines the genre of classic universal horror monster through a different lens and told in a completely unique but somehow feeling authentic manner. Now, I want to talk about the framing here. The project was shot in super 35mm film in a 1.37:1 Academy aspect ratio with an orthochromatic look due to the incorporation of the grain structure of black and white film onto color film. So it's all done after the fact in the lens. And I like that the director is getting his vision. I'm hoping it's not distracting. Sometimes where style ends up taking over the narrative and it just the style becomes the substance rather than the actual film itself. I hope that's not what this is. I want a good story that is stylistically told like all of his other films. And because we've seen him do such great work in the past, I have no reason to not believe he's going to be able to pull it off again. So it is definitely one of those that I'm really, really looking forward to. So he said that this is his darkest script he has ever written, which, yes, please and thank you. It's going to feature actual Middle English as language throughout, which, okay, I don't recall ever knowing Middle English or hearing Middle English. Shakespeare was later, centuries later, so it's got to be even more obscure than Shakespeare. It'll be interesting to find out what exactly that means as far as how it lands on your ear. But, Aaron Taylor Johnson is the cursed farmer. His younger version is played by Vidal Arzani. Lily Rose Depp is his wife. Willem Dafoe is the hunter. And Willem Dafoe in everything he's ever done is always good. He's never melded in, ever. Even in shit heel shows like Aquaman, he has not mailed it in. And that's when you know you got an actor who loves to do independent stuff and he loves to do big screen stuff, and he's always going to be awesome. And then it's got a bunch of other stuff like Ralph Ineson, Jack Morris, Bodhi Ray Brethnach, and Jean Bijevoet. I don't know. I'm messing all these names up. But in any case, the feral woman is Valeria Karaman. That looked awesome. I'm super stoked for this. I'm going to watch it one more time before we go, just because it was so damn good. Let's do it one more time. I won't say a damn thing this time.
Child of God. Come. Do not dread the darkness. Embrace it.
I heard of a raving beast that ravish this country.
Keep my husband safe from his cursedness.
Thy soul is cursed. Thy kin are cursed. Thy world is cursed.
Oh, god damn it. It looks so good. Fuck, I can't wait. All right. Robert Eggers always delivers the best Christmas gifts. Hell yes. Hell yes, he does. Julian, thanks for tuning in. All right. So, sorry, I thought you and John were the same person, but you're completely different people. My bad. What do you all think of Werwulf? Do you like the stylized presentation? Leave a comment below. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content I produce, I'd like to invite you to become a patron on Patreon or a member of this YouTube channel. Thank you to creator patrons Aaron Hardy and D. Robert Handy, Shaky. I don't have this updated. Developer patrons Chris Androu and Sam Ruiz. And as always, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there and be evil.